Hello, my name's Nick. I work here at Leisure Time Inc. here in Idaho Falls. Today what we're going to be going over is Watkins Wellness hot tub pumps. What a hot tub pump is, I like to say hot tub pump is considered to be the heart of the hot tub. Filters would be the lungs, the brain would be the control board. First things first, the whole wet end. Wet end comes front, top, inlet, outlet. I'll show you how to replace that. The impeller is on the inside, has a collar, and there is a shaft seal number 71447 that is already installed on the wet end. This wet end part number would be 72996. So let's get to it. Turn this guy on the side. I gotta get to the back here, so I gotta take this plastic off. And then this plastic piece is called the Shroud. We do sell this as well. That part number would be 77820. And this is just for the air outlet. There's a little air hose in every single hot tub that can connect to this. If it doesn't have an air hose, no worries. The heat from the pump during the winter will help not freeze anything. Now that I got that off, I'll kind of show the back here. I got to get to these 4 screws. Before I do that, I got to get to the front right here. Take off the face of the wet end. Before I do that, I always like to mark with a Sharpie. Just kind of going across the front and the back, just so I know exactly where to line it up the next when I put it back together. The reason I'm taking these off in a star pattern is just because when you put them back on, you're going to want to tighten them in the star pattern as well, just to make sure that the O-ring inside of the front of the wet end seats perfectly. Because if that doesn't sit well in there, the O-ring can get all twisted up, and you'll have a leak. Flathead screwdriver. A little lip right here. Kind of just pop it off. So once you open up the wet end, you have the collar that goes on your impeller. What the impeller does, that's what moves the water and throws it up into either your jets or your diverter to add air or take water, add water, stuff like that. So it does spin like this. It actually spins this direction, brings water, pushes it up. So this is the outlet and this is the inlet. Customers, when they'll go out to their hot tub, try to turn on their jets, and they'll hear really bad grinding sound. When it's grinding and the pump, it just sounds like it's shaking, wants to blow up inside of your compartment, something like that. Or if it's not moving water, but it sounds like it is running, most likely it is a broken impeller. When it breaks, or it could get calcium buildup from wrong chemistry, stuff like that can get it built up, and then once you turn it on, it can just snap, won't move any water. Then you'll have to call a technician like us to come out. But yeah, I'll show you how to, little trick to get this thing off. So it is threaded. There is a little, so on the motor there's a shaft, and on the very end of the shaft there is threads. That's what this guy threads to. But if I go to loosen it, it's not going to do anything. It goes all the way through this. There's a little white cap right here I got to pop off. So hold on to that real tight. I'll grab the impeller, have to turn it to the right, and there we go. Impeller. So that's what the impeller threads to. Underneath that you can see the bearing. That is the 71447 shaft seal that goes with this pump / wet end. I'm not going to touch it because the oils from my fingers can ruin it. Next step, I got to take the rest of the wet end off. You can't take the wet end off until you get the impeller off. Since the impeller's threaded onto the shaft runs all the way through the motor. You can't get this off till this is off. Got these 4 screws right here. These screws run all the way through the pump to the wet end, to where they thread. Bottom ones are kind of tricky. Alrighty, so this is a 3-wire pump, as you can see. This is a high-speed pump. If it was a 2-speed pump, it will have 4 wires. So there'll be a black, a red, a white, and then a ground. In here, there's a little diagram to kind of show you. White is neutral. The little plug that the white's connected to has an N on it. The black one is for the low speed for the pump. Right next to the plug it says L, so that's for your low. Green right here for the ground. That's it for that one. So if your pump's ever leaking, first spots to check would be right in between the motor and the wet end, about right here. That's where your seal is, your shaft seal. Those need replaced, not very often, but more often than not. So if you look close, half of the seal's in the wet end, half the seal's in the impeller. The part that goes in the wet end is going to be the spring part. Kind of just match them up so the metal will be facing down. If you're struggling to get it in there, I recommend using super lube. Not a lot, just a little bit. A little bit goes a far way. That'll plop it right back in there. And then with this one, same thing. When you do order your shaft seal, it does come with instructions to help you identify which direction you need to be facing it. Now, let's put it all back together. So, what I like to do, I'll get these long screws back in. We'll put this one back how it was. I like to just start it. With anything that's threaded, I like to start it with my fingers just to make sure I'm not cross-threading. Okay, wet end is now back on. Once again, before I put this little plastic cap back on the back, put it on the threads. Nice spin until this back screw starts spinning, and then just tighten it up. Put that back in there, give it a good. Boom. I'll put the collar back on. Make sure it's lined up. Find my Sharpie mark right there. Just line it up. Screws. Once again, putting them back on, I like to do the star pattern. Sometimes you do gotta seat it. That O-ring that's in there is really new, so it's trying to pop off the top. Once again, I'm not tightening these all the way yet. Just enough to make sure the front is properly seated. Okay, got those all torqued. I like to just triple check, go around all of them with the screwdriver. Just make sure they're all tight. Grab that back cap. Boom. Cap on. Just gonna put the plate back on the wiring. And last but not least, last thing we need to put back on the pump is the shroud. Turn it on its side. All right. And that is how you replace the three main components in a hot tub. Pump. Now I'm going to show you how to triple check the specs of the pump. So every hot tub pump should have a sticker on it. This is the Watkins pool and spa pump. The way to read it is the model numbers right here. 230 volts. There are two voltages of pumps. You could have either 115 volt or 230 volt. Mainly when it's a 115 volt, it's a tiny or a little circulation pump. You got your volts, and then next are your hertz, and then your amps as well. Right next to amps is horsepower. This one is a 2.5 horsepower. And then it will tell you the speed as well. This is just a 1-speed pump, so it just says PH1. Another trick is there's another sticker on the other side. The Watkins MFG sticker. This has the model number, the code, and the vendor number. Also serial number for the pump. The model, code, and vendor number are really important when you're trying to get the correct wet end. There are two separate wet ends. One will turn water one way, one will go the other, and I believe one is a little bit bigger unions. The union is what connects the plumbing to the hot tub pump. So this is actually just a replacement we sell. Normally they are on a standpipe. You'll bring the pipe down. There'll be a O-ring inside of here. Put that guy on there. Twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. They say hand tight, but if you do turn it on and notice there is a little bit of leakage or a little bit of water going in there, grab a car oil filter wrench. That'll get around it real good, and then you can give it that extra little snug down. Once again, they say they want it to be hand tight. I have been out in the field where I have hand tightened it, and it does kind of leak a little bit of water. I'll have to take this guy, cinch it down really good. Yeah, that's everything from front to back of a hot tub pump. If I've missed anything, comment down below, and yeah, you can call us here at leisure time. We'll be happy to come help you. Thanks.